Majesty's first major event has come and gone. Let's dig on into these results, shall we? Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. For some reason, 36.7% of you still are not subscribed to the channel. Come on, hit that subscribe button so we can get to 100K. Alright, so up on your screen here is going to be the breakdown for this weekend's extravaganza. Dawn of the Majesty's first major event has come and gone with no splash whatsoever. Anybody need to hear that? Though, I do want to add as a disclaimer here that I don't know anything really from top 32 other than 17th place was Tri-Brigade, but I also want to note here that there have been Despia reports. I've got about 4 Despia lists in my inbox right now on Sunday night into Monday morning here of successful Despia decks out of the weekend. So as the week goes here, I'll try to convert that information to you guys so you can get that. So out of this weekend's extravaganza, hey look, 4 frickin' praying kids in top cut. Hoo-wee! Who would have guessed? Oh, yeah. Like, literally, the big 5 have been beating each up. I don't even know what else to say, man, anymore. Like, the big 5 are just sitting here, just going, you know, doing what they do. So, that's that. The one cool thing about this event, though, was, yes, Praying Kids was the highest dominated top 16 deck here, but at the end of the day, there were 3 Drytron in top 16. One of those lists was Akino, actually. You guys know how much we love him. We'll cover his list this afternoon for you guys as well. But 3 Drytron, that's a little bit of a reversal of things here. Then we had 2 Tri-Brigade. Now, the reason for the decrease in Tri-Brigade is I've been hearing the same thing amongst a lot of Tri-Brigade players. I'm bored of the deck. I've heard this from a lot of people. We're at the phase right now in the metagame where players are pushing towards other decks, giving other ideas, different test runs. That's where you'll start to see, like, for now, you will see a lower number of Tri-Brigade decks as players begin to go, oh, I kind of want to play the other decks now. Because when you have such a wide open, diverse format, like the big 5 running around here, you know, maybe they want to go try out other things. I mean, Tri-Brigade does get very boring after a while. Trust me, it'd be like that. We also had 2 Virtual World. Chuchi and Zenishin are good cards, man. And then we had 2 Invoked variants for this top cut. So, what's our rogue for this event? Well, we had 1 Dragon Link list running around proving to us that, hey, Dragon Link is still a good day. I honestly put Dragon Link in the big 5, quite honestly. Like, one very good pilot has shown us that the deck is still very much a force to be reckoned with. We have frickin' Heroes. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Heroes took down this tournament in an amazing 2nd place finish here. And we'll talk about that list here in a second. And then ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3, also made it in to the top cut for this event as well. We'll talk about that list this afternoon. So that is your breakdown for this event. Anybody surprised? I'm really not. If you're asking me, hey, Robbie, banless thoughts? I don't really, besides like Tri-Brigade and like slowing down Revolt, do we really need to hit Praying Kids? Because like, I don't know, but that's food for thought. Leave a comment down below and tell me, like, does Praying Kids really need to be hit? Because where I'm sitting right now, I don't really think so. But, you know, everybody always has an opinion, like everybody always has an anus. So let's pass it on over here to some cool deck lists. Alright, the first deck list we're going to be looking at is first place. This was Josh Kippenberg's Tri-Brigade Zoo list, pulling off an impressive first place finish out of 2 Tri-Brigade players. Locking down another W for this deck is always a good thing. The real sauce that we had for this was Retaliating C in the side deck. We also, of course, have the Contact C. So you're basically going to get a combination of things here. The ability to search. I mean, hey, man, this searches for an insect-type monster with 1,500 or less attack. Hey, guess who searches this? It's a cute little interaction. I actually kind of really like that idea, feeding off for more searchability. Outside of that, I mean, truthfully, like, this deck has become so solidified and standard these days. Double Karis is, nobody's trying this. Most builds are pushing towards playing the strikes now, and 2 Shirag has been such a standardized thing in this deck that most Tri-Brigade decks are pretty streamlined, minus 1 to 2 very, very heavy tech slots. Alright, now, the hero player, the hero of the event, Giovanni Burgos here, taking down a frickin' 2nd place finish, alright? It's not a W, but you know what? It may as well be. Yes, we are in fact playing Decider in this deck. I know a few people are going to look at that and go, really, Decider? Yeah, and it looks like it panned out for them. We are in fact maining Droplets, which I know a few budget players, or budget hero players, are probably going to complain about that, but I think it's fine, honestly. We're also running out of hot 44 cards here, which I also don't see any issue with whatsoever. Main decking Super Poly to basically give you access to every element. Underneath the sun, we have freaking Absolute Zero in here. Shining, like, you name it, you should effectively have access to messing with the opponent's strategy through this. Imagine if this deck had a 20-card extra deck. Alright, 1 Miracle Fusion for Sunrise, or double Lightning Storm for more adversible plays. Triple Stratos, I feel like, has become a normal for Hero as well. Other saucy things done here. 2 Night Beams. So, the cool thing with Night Beam is kind of your interaction point that you get with this versus, well, you know, Revolt. Alright? What happens if your opponent, you Night Beam it? Your opponent can activate the targeted card in response to this card's activation. Now, there's a ruling to get around this by, like, chaining something onto the Night Beam, and then you would chain the Revolt, because it can't be chained directly onto this. It's the only downside of that, but most decks don't have an interaction window like that. So, it's not going to be something that you're going to have to worry about too much, but it's going to be something that knowing that interaction can make the game a whole lot more favorable for you. So, yes, Night Beam showing itself as an interesting tech choice for heroes. Outside of that, pretty good standard hero list, all things considered, besides, 44 cards, but I think that's just the general result of seeing an evolving format and more tech choices needing to see play right now to handle different situations. Next up is third place. Whoo-wee. So, what's so special about Alexander Fantuzzi's Drytron list here? We are on the 4F package here. Once again, there's that Draconis. I've seen Draconis in so many of these friggin' builds at this point in time that this just feels normal. We have the 2 pots, rounding this up to effectively 42, which I think is fine, alright? Before you're like, oh my god, Robbie, like, 42 is so bad. No, it's fine. We, of course, have the Shadal package in here for App Cologne. Ooh. You guys know what we're doing with Ariel. Like, getting the chance to mess with graveyards and other interactions with this is, like, the real value that you get out of this. And it's actually really freaking good value. So, nothing too crazy for third place, but I feel like that's just fine, though. Alright. Next up here is V frickin' W. Alright, this was Tej Amin's 9th place finish for VW. We are on a 2 Phantasme, 2 Droll, 2 Nibiru, 2 Ash kick here, which is a lot. Alright, like, whoo-wee. Outside of that, man, like, you don't get a lot of leeway in this deck. We have the Dark Ruler sided to break boards, which I think that that's fine in and in itself. There's nothing else too crazy going on back here with this. I really wish I could, maybe, like, the Triple Desires, the Double Prosperity might feel a little bit heavy to some of you guys, but I feel like that this is interesting, actually. Playing the combination of this much draw power so that you actually see one of them. It just kind of sucks if you actually do open both of them. Then you'll have to decide, well, which one of these two do I want to tutor with? And I feel like that's fine. Alright, 5... I feel like this is something that we haven't really seen before. I feel like a few people in the comments are going to be like, well, it's weird. Maybe it is, but it's fine. Next up, we had Samuel Chung playing Praying Kids. Alright, now, outside of Praying Kids being pretty freaking streamlined at this point in time, he did opt to play the 1 Underworld Goddess. I did hear that Adignister was doing what Adignister does, and was running around the lower tables, aka Access Code Talker Turbo, according to Akano, but being able to break your opponent's board through Goddess of the Closed World so you can streamline and have those easier options. Thank you, Summoning Conditions, for making my life so much easier to manage. I do like this as an option here, because honestly, you can afford the extra deck spot. And yes, we are not playing the Rip Roar and Rooster. Also, we are back to this, the poly build. I know some builds have kind of tried to stray away from this, but honestly, an inclusion of this isn't necessarily a real bad thing. Next up here, we have Boza Lee's Virtual World list. Hey, look at this. We're playing frickin' Upstart Goblin. No Prosperity in this build, which I think is fine. We are playing Kaliga in here so we can, you know, go through the Muddy Dragon plays. No Dragoon in here, alright? Don't even try to get too crazy on this, which means that we're still ending on our favorite board of Crystal Wing plus Kaliga. Yeah, no real fun allowed for anybody out there. So, yay, VW! Last but not least here, we have James Francis's list here, and they managed to get 14th place. I also give a shout out here for Team Bananas for this, and to Daniel Pauchik for James as well for this. So, very happy that he did very well here. But honestly, for Praying Kids, is there anything too spicy about this? We have the talents. We're pretty hand-trapped out here. We're not playing the polys like the other build that we saw previously, which means, hey, you have options for both poly and without poly. So, pick your pick. And we are playing the Rip Roar and Rooster for this build. So, that is all that I have for you guys for this video. So guys, what do you think about these lists? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Smash the love crap out subscribing so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And of course, I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day for that hot ABC list and some other really hot tech choices. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.